Shelley Winter Show, live, local, topical, and relevant, my friends. So, I want to talk about this morning. I'm driving, running errands, right? Helping out a friend. And got in trouble for that, too, but it's neither here nor there, you know? You're helping out a friend, and you still get in trouble. But anyway, we won't go there. But I'm driving, running errands, helping out a friend. And I'm listening to the Mark Arum show, which is what I do in the mornings. I listen to Mark. I love Mark. So they're doing a segment where they're talking about, because here at the office, so if this storm were to hit during the week, 9 times out of 10, they would have said, hey, Shelley, when you get off the air, we've got you a hotel room right downtown so you could just walk to work so you don't miss the day. And also, so it's two ways of looking at it. So you don't miss work, right? But it's also so you're not driving unsafely on the roads that are covered with ice, right? But it's really so you don't miss work, because we got to have somebody on the air. But it's really because they don't want you driving on icy roads and crashing and dying trying to get to work. So they put you up in a hotel. But it's really so you can get here and be here and work. So it works for everybody. It's a win-win. It's a classic win-win. But anyway, so the question was, if they put you up for the weekend or for the couple days, the job puts you up here, who would you want to room with, right? Because clearly you're not going to get your own room. You're going to have to room with somebody, because no one's going to pay for a bunch of people to have a room to themselves. So they'll double us up. I'm sorry. I'm trolling right now. But anyway, it's good. It's good corporate. They take care of their people. So the question was, who would you room at the job? Who would you want to room with? And so they went around, and Mark Arum, Deborah was asking Mark Arum, and they went through traffic. And, of course, everybody in traffic Mark's going to room with, because he worked with all those guys. Those are his friends. Mark McKay. Oh, yeah, I room with Mark McKay. Ashley Fry. Oh, yeah, I'll room with it. Alex Wood. Yeah. Then he went through the newsroom. Yeah, Judd Higginbotham. I'll room with Judd, even though he's 7 feet tall. I'll room with everybody. This is the flow of the conversation. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, I wonder what he's going to say when he gets to me. So she first says Dave Baker. And he says, nah, I wouldn't room with Dave Baker. And I said, okay. Then he says, they do the team. Oh, I'll room with Vinny. I'll room with you, Deborah. Longoria seems like he snores. Wait, that's your boy. So what if he snores? You don't want to room with Longoria? That's your guy. Then I was like, okay, Mark's one of those guys. So I'm waiting for my name, So she says, Shelley Winter. Now, let me tell everybody, listen to me very closely. On every name that was given to Mark, it was a quick answer. If it was a no, Dave Baker, no. Longoria, no. If it was a yes, Alex Williams, of course. Ashley Frank, of course. Smiling Mark, of course. Deborah, of course. The answer came quick. When it came to me and she said Shelley Winter, there was a pause that seemed to last for several minutes. Now, on radio, they tell you no silence. Don't have any pauses. People will tune out. This silence, this pause that Mark gave when they said my name, I was flabbergasted. Like, wait a minute, what's taking you so long to say yes or no? And it better be a yes. And you know what he says? I look at Shelley's desk every day. We're two sloppy guys. We can't room together. And so I was like, okay, that's fair. I'll accept that. Because he says, I'm sloppy, he's sloppy. I look at his desk. I'm like, okay, that's fair. I'll take that. But then, but it was still insulting, right? Because I'm the fun guy. Who wouldn't want to room with me? Really, I'm fun. I have great music. I keep the party going. We'll get in the hallways and run down the hall and knock on people's door and run back behind the elevator and stuff. We'd have fun with me. Who wouldn't want to room with me? But then Jared Yamamoto's in a studio with Mark. And Jared says, I disagree. So I was like, yeah, Jared's got my back. Guess what Jared says? That's what he says. The guy that when I talk about him on a show, I say the handsomest producer in all of producery. Magic Mike has to correct me because he feels he is, but I defend the guy every single time. You know what he says? Shelly, I would room with Shelly. Not because I'm fun, not because I'm the life of the party, not because the music will be great, not because we'd have a good time, not because we have great conversation, not because I'm an interesting guy. He would room with me because I would be the guy that would trudge out in the snow and cold to go to the gas station and get food for him. That's what he said. That's what he said on the radio. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. How low of me do you think that I would go in the snow? Yes, I would trudge in the snow to get food, but not for you. Not for you. He made it sound like, hey, Shelly, go get me some food. Okay, Jared, I'm on my way in the ice and the cold. I was like, oh, my God, these are my coworkers. And I really started to say to myself, okay, it's time to find a new job. It's time to send out my resume and find a new job because these are my coworkers. This is what they think of me. I'm sloppy, and I'd be the guy to trudge out in the ice and the cold to get food for you. Not for me, not because I'm hungry, not because I want to eat, because you're hungry. Hey, Shell, go to gas station. And then Von Hessler doubles down and says, well, maybe I hear it like, you fly, I buy. That's even worse. I tell you, man, you know, the left talks about, what do they call them? What do they call it in this DEI world we live in? Microaggressions. If I didn't hear a segment on the radio this morning filled with microaggressions, I don't know what is. It's the Shelley Winter Show. We'll be right back.